leg, it deflected off and beyond Areola. That was 1-0 to the Blues. City had some good attacking play where they almost added a second, and then some brilliant wing play by Savinho. He got beyond Coufal, bent a ball to the far post, Marlon pulled away, headed it into the back of the net, and at half-time, therefore, here at the Etihad Stadium, on the first match of 2025, it is City 2, West Ham 0. Well, let's go back to the studio, where we can hear the thoughts of Joleon Lescott, Jill Scott, and Marlon Harewood, and Liam.
There we go. First half done, 2-0 Manchester City. It's been a good game of football, hasn't it, Jill?
It has. It's been lively, like end to end. I did think City were a little bit untidy at first. Obviously, West Ham had like 2 or 3 big chances in that first 10 minutes. But then I think City's grown into the game. And yeah, the goal, especially that second one, the cross for Haaland. I was saying I think I would have even scored that one, but it was on a plate. But yeah, City will obviously be very happy that they're going in 2-0 up at half-time.
Marlon, what have you made of West Ham's performance? We've been up and down in your seat, haven't you?
I thought they come out strong. The couple of chances that Jill just talked about, they obviously could have capitalised on that, and then the game would have been a totally different game. 3 great chances that I thought they could have put away, but obviously now we're on the back foot to come out in the second half to try and salvage something. But I thought at the first 25 minutes, I thought they was on the front foot and doing really well.
Julian, what have you made of it?
Yeah, again, obviously not as complete as we would hope from a City perspective, but the job is there. I think City are in a period where the performances aren't as important as the results. So the fact that they're 2-0 up and now West Ham have to come out and score 2 to get anything out of the game is a bonus for City, because when you do give them more space, they create more opportunities. So yeah, from that point of view, I would say it's a positive.
Don't get me wrong, it's a lucky 2-0 as well, because obviously the game could have been totally different. Yeah. Obviously, like you said, the way City are playing at the moment, they'll take anything, and it's not been that sort of clean cut. But yeah, it's a tough game to take at the moment.
We spoke about him pre-match. Savinho scored. It went down as an own goal, but we were talking about that confidence. Can you see it?
Yeah, again, he was like, what was it, London buses, when you don't score for a period of time and then all of a sudden you get 2 in 2. So yeah, no one, slight deflection, which probably helped it go over the goalie. But yeah, from his perspective, he's had an impact throughout the season, but now he's getting the rewards. And I said sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and he was a bit more lucky than getting good in regards to the finish.
And that goal was completely against the run of play. I thought it was really what City needed, because I was getting a bit worried with how kind of frantic West Ham were going forward. It was just attack after attack, so it was a good time for us to get that goal. But his skill for that second goal, I think he turned I think it was a midfielder, but he turned him inside out, and then the cross,
It was good. Well, let's talk about the foul on Akanji, Somerville. Was it a foul, Marlon? I don't know if you were too convinced.
No, I weren't. I think it can go either way, to be fair. And obviously went the City way. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I thought it weren't a foul. I've seen them given, but obviously at the time, then he would have been on one-on-one with the keeper, and then you never know what would have happened.
It's one of them games, isn't it? Like you said, West Ham playing very well, didn't manage to put the chances away, and you've gone in 2-0 down. Would you say it's a tough result or tough look so far? It
is a tough look, because just the way they've been playing. Obviously, I mean, a lot of people have been critical of how they've been playing, and they've come out quite strong. They've come out with, if you come to City, you don't really get chances like they've had today, and getting 3 great ones that they could have put away. I think 2 of them, they could have had a great chance to hit the target at least. I think they'll be very happy with it, but obviously now they're going in 2-0 down, and obviously he's going to have to regroup and get them up for the game to try and salvage something.
We spoke about the lineup pre-match. Kudos and Paqueta. Impressed with them so far?
Yeah, they look like they're up for it, which is nice to see, because they are top-class players. And playing against a team like City, you need your top-class players playing and playing well. And it showed in the first 20, 25 minutes. They looked like they was up for it. Kudus had 2 great chances, he went through. But yet again, the 2 goals is just like, it's like demoralising as a player when you work so hard, do some well, get some great chances, and all of a sudden now you're going in at half-time at 2-0. You're sort of like deflated, but you've got to try and come out and salvage a game and not let them score.
Jill, let's talk Erling Haaland's goal. You said it was easy to score. The ball was that good. All he had to do was be there.
Maybe I shouldn't say it easy, but I think it started off quite early though. I think Phil Foden picked up the ball and it was just a lovely cross-field pass. And then Savinho, as I say, he did, I don't even know what skill he did, but he turned him inside out and then the ball was just absolutely perfect kind of on a plate for Haaland. And he doesn't miss many headers, does he? And he certainly wasn't going to miss that one. So yeah, pleased for him to get another goal as well.
London buses, like you said. Haaland waited a little while for a goal and then got two straight, or got another one back to back. He's gone.
Yeah, again, I don't think that was ever going to be in question. I think it's more of a surprise when he doesn't score than how many he scores. He's been dominant throughout his career, so it was just going to be a moment of time. And like we're saying now, we've seen a different variety of goal, and with Savinho on the left operating out there and being able to go down the line and cross from the left side and on the outside of the defenders. I think that gives Erling another string to his bow, another opportunity to pull off, because again, as a defender, I know the last thing I want is my striker that I'm playing against to pull off and being able to see the flight of the ball, because to backpedal and jump is so hard to defend. So I think they've obviously spoke about that in training and worked on that relationship.
We spoke about during the game, like just off camera, about the benefit of having a left-footed player on the left, a right-footed player on the right. Are we seeing that for Savinho? Is he benefiting from that?
Yeah, again, I think it helps their relationship, the strength of Savinho being able to cross the ball like that as well. But also, I think there's a chink in defending now. Probably not so much Wan-Bissaka, but in defenders in particular, the 1v1 aspect of the defending isn't as strong, isn't as dominant. So the ability to go down the line, cross the ball, and not need to fully beat him, just to get the ball past him. And again, that's what forwards are not recognising. Forwards want to beat someone rather than, the ball can beat you and I don't need to go past you. If I can get a cross in, I'm going to. So, again, we've seen it against Leicester. It was just half a yard, outside run. We'll put the ball in an area where Haaland should be, and if he's there, 9 times out of 10 he will score.
Jill, I don't want to start with football cliches, but it almost felt like what we'd say is a cup game. It was very end-to-end, wasn't it, early on?
The energy has been so high. Like, I think for somebody watching this game who's not a fan of either team, I think they'll have found it very, very exciting. As I say, I think both teams have probably been a little bit sloppy in possession, especially Manchester City by their standards. I think there's been a few too many turnarounds in possession, and that's where West Ham have hit them. So I think they can tidy up. But both teams aren't going to be able to keep up that energy for the whole of the second half. So it'll be interesting to see what the managers are saying at half-time.
Right, I'm going to go a little bit off topic. Our graphics team have been hard at work with the darts final being yesterday, and they've turned a few of our players into darts players. Oof. We have Phil Foden, Erling the Viking Haaland, and Scott Cowboy Carson. What's your favourite one there, guys?
Scott.
The Cowboy, I like that.
So we used to play darts at Villa.
Any good?
Oh, good.
In the kit room. So I think he's got a bit.
Ooh, okay, I can take that. So you reckon Scott would see them two off?
Yeah.
Do you not reckon
I'm going Erling's reach.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Like
with him being a taller guy.
Half a yard away from the board. What's the line? Yeah, I'm going to say Erling.
Let's do your walkout name. Go on, you've got your DJ name, so you can do that.
Yeah, there's a few.
That's a tap-in. Come on,
Babyface Lescott. Joe said I didn't look my age earlier, so I'm going with
that. He told us he's 65.
Next one you're on, you bring your birth certificate. Absolutely not. Jill, what about yourself?
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know. What could my name be? Jill's got a good shot.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Too hot to Scott.
Oh, that's a good
I don't know if that's a bit. You're not loving that one. I thought I was all right.
I don't think I'd be very good at darts. I wasn't very a technical football player, and I think you have to obviously have good technical ability. What about you?
Yeah, we know you played
My nickname was Maz, so I'm going to go Mazza.
Marlon the tackle. Harewood.
I love that pose.
Blowing my mind up is how quickly they're bam, bam, bam. And then it's not like, whereas I would be like, right, 1, 2, 3, and then boom, boom, boom. Right, get off. Let's go. And I'm like, what? I've not even added it. What did you get last time? It absolutely blows.
Last night was mad. It was crazy how well he did, to be fair, because I watched it and he was unbelievable.
Yeah, ridiculous.
He was
at his age.
Some talent. But I was saying that even at any age, even if he was 25 doing that, it would be impressive. So
yeah, so true.
It's crazy.
Obviously, because he's a young boy doing that, He looks like he's been doing it for
What about
years.
the walkouts? I love the walkouts. Anyone know what you go for?
Song.
Come on.
I like that song. All I do is win.
Yeah.
That'll go off. The fans are loving
That one. And that one and the All of the Lights, Kanye.
With the little strobes going.
Yeah.
I feel like you could go very, not safe, but one to get the crowd on your side. Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Like, you're not
man, that's
loving
too
that.
safe.
It's not, it's
That's too
safe, but if
safe.
the nerves are there, I want the crowd lifted.
Yeah, but they're singing the song. They're not singing that for you.
No,
they're just singing
All of the
that.
lights. That's a good one because it builds up.
Yeah, man.
Not singing that.
You thought about this before.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about Bucks because I compared it to the boxing walk-in, so I thought when I hear that one, I can't
Up
fight.
for it, yeah.
But it gets me going.
I think there's a line. Do you want to build the crowd or do you want to get yourself going? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think they're not always the same one.
Yeah, but it depends what gets you going. The crowd might get you going, so your song might be for them to get you going. So you got to recognise that.
Marlon, what about you?
I don't know. All of the Lights. That's a good one. That is.
Yeah.
Or it's like 50 Cent. What's the one like?
I'll whip your hair, boy. That's the one you was waiting for that.
Yeah, you had that. That's on his playlist. He played that in the car.
I can only think of I take you to the candy shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not going to be a song.
That's slow one, maybe not getting the crowd going for that one.
That's not it, man.
Yeah. That would be his, bro.
Right, let's go. That's a good one. Right, let's go back to the game. What does City need to do in the second half to continue, Joleon?
Be a bit more conservative defensively. Again, we recognise that West Ham have a threat, and lucky that Bowen's not playing. I think if then chances fall to him, they concede. So, yeah, they don't need to score any more to win the game, but we also know that Pep doesn't have the ability or the mindset he goes on to win games comfortable. So, yeah. I'm saying just control the game a bit more.
Yeah, I think a little bit more patience in the build-up. They don't have to go back to front so quick because they've obviously got a 2-0 lead.
Marlon, what do you think?
I think going off what Jill said about the easing off now, I don't think West Ham can let them ease off because as soon as they start easing off, that Man City will start picking people off. I think they need to still be on the front foot to try and unsettle them because it seemed like the first half they was being unsettled, giving balls away. I think they need to try and keep going with that mindset and keep going on that to push them because if they do, then I think they'll get picked off if they start taking their foot off the gas.
There's been a couple games where teams have made comebacks against us. Is it a mental thing now just to manage the game through, or will that be creeping in if?
I think if West Ham score the next goal, I think it will creep into the crowd as well. I don't think it's just the players. I think there'll be the atmosphere change and momentum swift. So it's vitally important that even just the next big chance City get, because I think if they allow West Ham to kind of get another chance and then all of a sudden it's 2-1, then that will play some form of doubt in the players' mind.
Happens.
I start 3-1 though, so
What do you
I don't mind.
West Ham need to do in this second half?
Yeah, I think there was some good parts in the first half, so build on that. I think they seem to have a lot of excitement when they're going forward, and they've just got to go for it now, really. I think it's a case of can we try and get 2, 3 maybe, but that would be a massive comeback. But I do think they've had a good first half that they'll probably be proud of. So yeah, probably just keep going, but finish the chances, which I think is a really obvious one.
Marlon, what do you think? Is it time to make a few changes or keep going as we're going?
I'm not sure what he would do. Obviously, managers have different mindset of what they think, but I don't think he should change it yet because they've been really good, and I just think they've been unlucky with the first goal. I think he should let it go for 10-15 minutes, see how they get on. Hopefully, they could be on the front foot again, and then go from there.
What's it like in terms of making changes that early on at half time? Because as a fan, you think, right, it's not going as well, or you're down. Let's make a change straight away. Is it not? As a player, do you want to get back out and have them first couple of 15 minutes?
Yeah, 100%. You want to try and if everyone thinks you're having a bad game and you know you're not, you just want to try and go back out there and try and sort of make things right. And your performances, even if it is 10-15 minutes, you just want to go on the proof test. And no professional footballer want to come off the pitch because that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So you want to stay on there as long as possible. So hopefully he leave it as it is and then do make some changes if he feels like it needs to.
Right, the players are in the tunnel, ready to go. We're going to head back over to our commentary team with Ali Mann and Annie Morrison.
Thank you, Liam. Welcome back. The West Ham players have been out warming up for some time. The City players are still in the tunnel and looking across. Doesn't look as though neither head coach has made any adjustments. So it's the same 22 that began 45 minutes or so ago. City in front through an own goal by Coufal, and then a quality second goal set up by Savinho and headed in for his 20th goal of the season by Erling Haaland. So City 2, West Ham 0, as the Blues do now make their way out from the tunnel. Well, City's record against West Ham is quite extraordinary. 18 Premier League games without defeat, and they've never lost a West Ham fixture since Pep Guardiola took over. The last time they were beaten by West Ham, Manuel Pellegrini was in charge in September 2015. And indeed, the Blues have won 8 Premier League games in a row here at the Etihad Stadium. So all the statistics that suggest that West Ham are City's favourite opponents, and so far it has gone exactly as Pep Guardiola would have hoped. So it'll be West Ham who will kick things off at the start of this second